Hey everyone, Jerome here, your host at StreetsVertz. And here is one of our hot topics today: who owns the beach? Government policy falls short, says opposition. Stay tuned. Our topics today: the FLA report and Granville. Parliament is blocking its own watchdog, creating a constitutional crisis. And in Granville, INDECOM needs witnesses. The killing tally is...
The Integrity Commission investigated Jamaica's gun licensing authority. They wrote the report, they sent it to Parliament. Parliament signed for it on March 30th. 7 weeks later, it has still not been read in the House. Last night, the opposition walked out. This morning, the question is simple: who is Parliament protecting? The FLA report: Parliament blocks its own watchdog. This is the lead. It is the story of the week, and it deepened overnight into a full constitutional confrontation. An Integrity Commission investigative report into alleged corruption and irregularities at the Firearm Licensing Authority was submitted to Parliament on March 30th, 2026, formally received and signed for, and has still not been tabled, now 7 weeks later. 5 Integrity Commission reports in total have been received by Parliament but remain untabled. Gordon House has made no commitment to tabling any of them, stating that the Integrity Commission Act sets no specific deadline for such reports to be laid before Parliament. The FLA has filed a Supreme Court challenge seeking a copy of the report, and Parliament has used the existence of those court proceedings as justification for the continued delay, citing sub judice concerns. The opposition, led by Mark Golding, escalated Tuesday night. Golding declared the situation a direct strike against democracy, arguing that the entire purpose of the Integrity Commission Act is undermined if its investigative reports are not tabled on a timely basis. When Acting Speaker Heroy Clark refused to allow an opposition MP to pose questions on the matter, the opposition walked out of Parliament. The Jamaica Gleaner's editorial this morning frames it plainly. Parliament appears to be diluting its own power, and the precedent set by this delay threatens the operational independence of the entire anti-corruption oversight framework. The Gleaner notes the matter was legally settled 3 years ago in the Ian Hales case. Courts have no role in Parliament's internal proceedings, which makes the sub judice justification appear difficult to sustain. Granville. INDECOM calls for witnesses as killing tally hits 130. The Latoya Bulgin story continues to develop and cannot be dropped. It is still active. INDECOM has issued a formal public appeal for witnesses to come forward in the fatal police shooting of 45-year-old Latoya Bulgin in Granville Square, St. James, noting that none of the 3 officers on crowd control duty were wearing body-worn cameras at the time of the shooting. Bulgin's death brings the year-to-date total of people fatally shot by the security forces to 130, compared to 129 for the same period in 2025. Her death was the 15th such killing in May alone. The PNP has issued a formal statement calling the shooting deeply troubling. Community group Granville Peace, Justice and Resource Development Foundation has condemned the killing, noting the community has suffered multiple fatal shootings, including a 4-year-old child and 2 teenagers, since the start of 2026.
The question is simple: who is Parliament protecting? Thanks for watching, and leave your view. The question